The time has come.
Level 6. I believe this is the final level of Grave Garden. They're actually really hurt right now, which is not good. There's a lot of bombs and getting through walls in this level. Get into the swimming section. I believe this level has a button in it. I can't remember where it is, though. Oh, we need this. Oh, I remember where the button is now. Anyway, we're going to be grabbing the sword, and something I actually completely forgot about was with the sword, and I believe it's with the hammer as well, the slide attack is slightly different. Like, you can see the sword in the bottom of Kirby's sprite. It's a small detail, it doesn't exactly add much, but it's something. There we are. Now, this is another one of these dark sections in which we're going to be grabbing the light ability later on. Oh, there goes the sword. Where's one of the light guys? Here he is. We're going to be using it here, and this is an example where instead of just continuing onward, because we use the light ability, we're now going to head back. Oh, I died. But as you can see, there's a door there. Now, just as a test, we're going to respawn in this room. Let's try heading in that door without using the light ability. And it works. So, that's how you get that button. You can, of course, as I showed, do it without grabbing the light ability and going back and all that. It's just so that you could see it, period. And that door is interesting because it's impossible to see in this dark area because of the black background. But yet that door there is bright purple and easy to see. Anyway, we're going to be heading out of here now. And this is a puzzle section in which we grab the stone ability. And this, I don't know honestly what they were thinking with this section, but you'd use this one to destroy that bit. And instead of hitting that one, we're first going to hit this one. And that's going to push the one up to the second block. And we're going to push the one up further up, and then grab it. If you hit them in the wrong order, then you don't get the one up. That's the puzzle, essentially. Grab this potion. And that is the end of the level. As well as the end... Well, okay, not technically the end, because we still have the boss to do. And that button is... it unlocks the Warp Star Station here, which means if we don't do that button, we don't have a Warp Star Station, which is actually pretty useful here, considering how far in we are. And it's Kracko from the first game. But instead of fighting him, we're instead going to be jumping away from him. He's going to be chasing after us. And we're going to be using the high jump ability to go up all these clouds. It's a rather epic boss. And as you can see, using the high jump ability on him doesn't actually hurt him just yet. Gotta make sure you don't land too... Oh, we need that. You don't land too close to the high jump enemies, because if you do, they could just walk into you. But anyway, now that you get to this platform where it covers the entire ground and there's nothing left above us, now is the part where we actually face Kracko. Uses some familiar attacks, some new ones, and that's pretty much the gist of it. He spits out enemies just like he did, but instead of Waddle Doos like they were last time, it's the high jump enemies, as to give you that ability, I guess. Jumping into Kracko does a surprisingly good amount of damage, considering, you know, generally you want to be spitting projectiles back at your enemies, but in Kracko's case, you don't really need to be doing that. After all, it's pretty hard to be able to spit a projectile since he's flying all over the screen. It's a lot easier to just jump into him, under him. Anyway, that there is the end of Great Garden. And now we are on to Yogurt Yard. Kirby, you fool! Anyway. First level of Grape Garden. Oh wait, no, Yogurt Yard, what am I saying? I don't know, these worlds, they're so similar. Like, look at this, we're in the clouds still. I don't know why they're still using the cloud aesthetic. And we're gonna use the parasol to go over these cannons. And I've decided that from this point on, we're gonna be ignoring the buttons. And that is because, well, there are way too many buttons in this point on from the game. Plus, I personally would just prefer that we get a move on. Also, yes, that was a light enemy that gives us the light ability outside of a dark area. I don't know if using the light ability even does anything here. Anyway, moving on. Oh, he froze us. Let's grab the ice ability here. Oh, there we are. Yogurt Yard doesn't really have a theme. I guess it's more of a mountain theme, like in this kind of area. Slopes and red terrain. I don't know. But as you can see, as soon as level 1, that wasn't complete because we didn't get the button. And it's going to be the same with level 2, I believe. That's how frequent these buttons are getting. And that's why I'm going to be ignoring them, at least until... Once we do get to the end of the game, I'm going to do an episode where I just go back and get all of the buttons. I don't know if I'll wait to do that before or after I beat the final boss, because I don't think it does any different ending or anything. It might. I don't know. Here's a new ability that we could have gotten earlier. Ball. Turns us into a ball and we roll around. This preceded Kirby's Dream Course, Kirby Canvas Curse, or Kirby Rainbow Curse was the other one. But it's completely useless, as you can see. It doesn't keep us invulnerable. Otherwise, it would have been a really fun and cool ability, but no, it's just really one of those pointless ones. There's another pointless one that I'll get into later. Spark. We're gonna go in this door. We are kind of hurt right now. That was good. Even though I'm not the biggest fan of the Spark ability, just because it's not that good for going up and attacking enemies, when you're at 1 health, it is a nice way to protect yourself. Oh, this is not going to go well, is it? Oh, he jumped over it. There we are. We managed to beat Bonkers without taking a single hit. We now grab the hammer ability. And we're going to continue on the level. Oh dear. Whew. Oh, that is not the way to go. Took me a moment to realize that. Oh, and there we go. There goes the hammer. It's very unfortunate. Like I said, the hammer is rare. There's no little enemy that gives you the hammer ability. It's only the bosses. It's the same with the throw and the backdrop ability. Only those I don't think are nearly as useful. They're fun, don't get me wrong, but it's not like there are those stubs in which you could really use... Oh, 2 didn't have a button. It's not like there are any of those stubs in which you use the hammer to break them, even though you can use a stone as well. High jump ability. This section's pretty simple. I guess it wants you to use the high jump ability, but it's a lot easier to just fly past all of it. Ow. Oh, okay, ow. I hit up on the D-pad by accident because of this terrible D-pad. Anyway, it looks like we're supposed to use the wheel ability here. Ooh. Actually, that wasn't really necessary because the wheel is immune to spikes, but it saved us from even going down there. Okay. And as you can see, the wheel ability destroys those blocks, which means we should instead just... Can we not run across them either? This doesn't seem right at all. There's a door there. That's probably where the button is, but like I said, I'm not going after those. Not yet, anyway. Oh, I wanted the parasol. You're meant to grab the parasol so that in this part you can gently float down and avoid all the spikes. We're going to be using our flight instead, but it's a lot easier with the parasol. Hey, we get a potion at the end anyway, so it's not like it really matters. That is the end of that level. Oh, and we managed to get a 1.